Hey everyone! Today I want to share with you a flip that was sold after just one day being on the market. It was the fastest sale I've ever had. In the San Francisco Bay Area, where I do business, it's pretty common for houses to be sold after 1 week being on the market, and that's what happened to most of my flips. But this time, we got a preemptive offer that's $200,000 above the asking price without any contingencies, and it was too good to pass up. In this episode, I'm going to tell you all about this flip, from how I got this deal, the before and after walkthrough, to the sale process, and then all the numbers. If this is your first time watching my videos, my name is Elisa, and I'm a house flipper in the San Francisco Bay Area. I've been flipping houses for 3.5 years now, and I love what I do. I want to use this channel to educate more people to get into house flipping and achieve financial freedom. Let's start from how I got this deal. This one is a little bit different from most of my other flips because I usually get deals from real estate agents. But this one was brought to me by a new investor, and we did it as a joint venture. The seller has owned the house for over 20-30 years, and he's pretty handy himself. He originally thought that he would fix the house up himself before putting it on the market for sale. But unfortunately, he got cancer and he doesn't have the energy to remodel the home himself anymore. And he was looking for a quick sale so he could get the proceeds fast to move out of the area. We had a few rounds of negotiation because the seller's expectations started off high, and I had to be cautious at the same time because we were heading into the winter, and this was before the election, and with the impact with the pandemic, I had to be extra conservative. The renovation cost is also high because the seller did a lot of work to the house without any permits, and we had to correct the condition, and the cost is expensive. I like this deal because I've flipped 5 other houses in this same exact neighborhood, so I'm very familiar with the area. And it's a very good, affordable neighborhood. Also, the purchase price was $920,000, which was very reasonable. Let's see what the house looked like before the remodel. I'm standing in front of the fixer-upper that we just bought. We're about to start renovation tomorrow, but before we do any work, I want to show you what the house looks like right now. Let's start from the curb appeal. The curb appeal of the house actually doesn't look that bad. You can see that the house is in decent shape and there's a lot of green in front. When you look at the exterior of the house, you start from the roof. So when you look at this roof, you can tell that it's kind of worn out and ragged, and it's probably near the end of its life. And because the roof is a big ticket item and it can cost easily more than $15,000, so we definitely want to address that in our renovation. From the roof, you immediately see the gutters. And the gutters of this house are not in the best shape. They have dents and the paint is flaking off. So we definitely need to repair them during the renovation. The garage door of this house is actually in decent shape, so we probably only have to paint it. And now you see the driveway, there are some minor cracks, but they are purely cosmetic, so we probably only have to seal them without having to replace the entire driveway. After seeing the exterior of the house, let's look at the front yard. This lawn is very lush, and it's not very often for me to see a lawn like this. All we have to do is to kill the weeds and keep watering it, and it's going to save us a lot of money without having to put in new sod. I actually like this birch tree that's in front of the house. It gives the house, the front yard, some dimension. And we're going to have to remove some of the bushes and the swing and also that other small tree in front of the house because they are covering part of the house and makes it harder to service. Let me show you the inside of the house. From the entryway, you immediately go into the living room. And you can see that there's a step down into the living room which is not ideal, but it's pretty common for houses of this age. We have two options. We could either level the floors, so the whole floor will be at the same height, or a more economical option would be to make the step larger so that it's safer. The focal point of the living room is this brick fireplace. The bricks and the brass cover make it look very dated. So we're going to use a stone veneered tile to freshen up the look. It's nice that the living room already has original hardwood floors in here, so we just have to refinish it, which will save us a lot of money by not having to put in all new floors. Right off of the living room, there's the bonus space that was added on by the previous owner. And the space was not permitted. You can see that the ceilings are very low and the whole space is kind of ugly. But it's going to cost us a lot of money to have to demo it. So instead, we decided to keep it because a lot of people are looking for more room in their homes. So over here, we're going to replace the slider and the two windows, and also put in laminate floors to try to make the space look a little better. When potential buyers come through the house, they probably will notice the floors first. So you want to use something that's clean and consistent. Like in this house here, we have tiles in the entryway, hardwood floors in the living room, and then carpet in the bonus room. So we probably want to replace the tiles and the carpet with hardwood floors, so this is more consistent. As you can see, this house doesn't exactly have open concept. The living room and the kitchen and dining room actually are separated by this wall that has a fireplace in it. So if you've seen my other videos before, you probably know that open concept is very popular among buyers. So for us to create an open concept, it would be very costly to remove this wall, where we would have to involve an architect and a structural engineer to submit plans to the city. So for us to save on some cost, we decided to just remove part of this wall so that we can have partial open concept between the kitchen and the living room. After removing half of this wall, we're going to have a nice view of the living room, and because the space will feel bigger, we'll be able to put in an island right in the center of this kitchen to create an eat-in space. In this kitchen, you can see that the cabinets are actually in decent shape. So the previous owner actually took the upper cabinets with him so he could reuse them elsewhere. We're going to need to demo the rest of the kitchen and update the electrical and plumbing to code before we could install all new shaker cabinets and put in quartz countertops and backsplash. And when we remodel kitchens, I usually install a lot of recessed lights so we can brighten up the space. And you notice this tiled floors that look very dated. I usually put in all new hardwood floors that match with the floors in the living room so that the space looks bigger. In the guest bathroom, the squared floor tile and the squared shower tiles are all very dated, so we're going to have to gut it all and replace them with rectangle ceramic tiles. You can also see that the vanity, mirror, lights, and toilet, they're all very old school, and we are going to have to replace them all. In this bedroom, we have very dark, almost black carpet and pink walls. We definitely have to remove the carpet, repaint the walls in a neutral color, and put in a new closet door. This bedroom looks much better with hardwood floors, but the ceiling fan has to go. Now we're inside the master bedroom. So you can see that we have another doorway that was added by the previous owner to the bedroom, which is not necessary. So we're going to have to remove that. And we have this linen closet that's taking up some space, but it's not very functional. So we're going to have to remove that, and we'll try to add the space into the master bedroom closet so we can have a much larger closet for the master bedroom and be more functional. These wall sconces are very dated and we'll definitely have to remove it. But it's nice that we have original hardwood floors in the bedrooms, so we could just easily refinish it without having to spend a lot of money. And we're also going to replace this old school window so the space could look more modern. The master bathroom is quite a disaster. You can see that the vanity is all original, probably came with the house. And this shower enclosure is very old and broken and filthy. And the shower is of this weird shape that's kind of small. And we're going to gut it all and make the shower this entire width of the bathroom so we can better utilize this space. Inside the garage, there's actually a third bathroom that's tiny and it looks sketchy, but it's actually on the record. So we're going to have to renovate it and make sure that it looks updated. So instead of having the doorway here, we want to move it all the way to the front entrance of the house so that it feels more like part of the house. The backyard actually doesn't look that bad. We already have a nice lush lawn, and we also have some good-looking trees. The main problem here is probably the fence on the side and in the back. We'll have to replace them. And also we have these two big planter boxes. They're kind of an eyesore and they take up so much space, so we probably want to remove them. Here is a walkthrough to give you an idea of the flow of the house. There are currently 3 separate living spaces: the living room, kitchen, dining, and the addition. The floor plan is challenging because of the step-down, the fireplace, and the bonus room. Originally, I wanted to level the living room floors, but the bonus room ceiling would be too low. So we settled with making the living room step-down bigger without leveling the floors. Our main goal is to open up the floor plan more and make the living space more seamless. The renovation was pretty quick. It only took 6 weeks. Let's see what the house looks like after the remodel. I actually changed up the design a little bit and I love how it turned out. I'm standing right in front of our newly completed project in Cambria and San Jose. 2 months since we shot our before video here, and the front yard is so beautiful with all the fall colors. We also gave the house a complete makeover. Starting from the roof, we put in a new black roof which matches the gray exterior, and the black and gray combo looks very sharp together. We also repaired the gutters and removed some bushes, so now the house looks super clean and very modern. The house is located on a big corner lot in a quiet, family-friendly neighborhood in Cambria and San Jose. The neighborhood is desirable among buyers because it's close to the heart of Silicon Valley, but still relatively affordable. The house has 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,400 square feet of living space plus the addition, and it sits on a 7,500 square foot lot. It's a generously sized home in the area. Welcome to this beautifully renovated home. This living room looks so much different than what it was like before. The step down was made much larger, and we installed new hardwood floors and refinished the old hardwood floors. If you watch my other videos before, you probably know that I usually stain the hardwood floors in a very dark color. But now, because the natural wood color is so popular, so I decided to use only a clear coat on this floor, and it came out so gorgeous. The focal point of this living room is this big fireplace. It was all brick before, and we installed this medium gray ceramic tile that looks almost like concrete, and it came out pretty cool. From the living room going into the bonus room, we made the opening much larger than what it was before, and with all the recessed lights and the hardwood floors and the replaced windows and the slider, this bonus room feels so much more like part of the house instead of an ugly tumor. A big difference we made here was to remove this partial wall. It really opened up the whole space. Now, if you're in the living room, you can easily see what's going on in the kitchen, and it gives buyers their much desired open concept. In the kitchen, we gutted everything, and we installed this good-sized island, and also two-toned white and gray cabinets, and the black hardware really pops. The backsplash here is my new favorite ceramic picket tiles, and it's very interesting and also cost-effective. This is my first time installing open shelvings in the kitchen. It came out so good, and I probably am going to do it a lot more often. This is our newly remodeled half bath. The entrance was in the garage before, and we relocated it to the hallway so there's easier access, and we replaced the vanity and floor tiles and black hardware and also mirror and lights, so it's all freshened up. This guest bathroom is completely remodeled, from all new floor tiles to new shower tiles with marble-looking patterns, and we also replaced the vanity with quartz countertops, and I changed up my design a little bit to incorporate this round mirror with black trim and black metal light fixture, and it came out very elegant. This master bathroom is fully revamped. We removed a wall here that was separating the vanity, so the whole space looks much bigger, and we replaced the old corner shower with new tiles and glass enclosure, and it's much better use of the space. Now inside the master bedroom, we removed a doorway that was here separating the bedroom and the bathroom, and now you can go into the bedroom without interruption. And there was also a small linen closet here that we removed, and instead we added the space to this master bedroom closet. So now we have a gigantic 9-foot closet for this bedroom. In the master bedroom, we retextured the walls and replaced the big window. So now you have a very nice view of the backyard, and the whole bedroom feels very peaceful. From the bonus room, you can step right into this beautiful backyard. The previous owner did a great job with the landscaping, so we're fortunate enough to inherit some beautiful trees and this nice lush lawn. And all I had to do was to replace the fence and remove some planter boxes, and now we have a wonderful outdoor living space. Here is a quick tour of the house so you can see the entire layout. With the new design features I applied, this has become one of my favorite flips to date. The entire house feels so modern and airy. I can't wait to find a buyer who would love and care for the home as much as I did. After the house is fully remodeled, we had a quick and exciting sale process. Originally, based on my analysis, I thought the after repair value would be 1.3 million. There were quite a few comparable sales in the area that are a little bit smaller than my house, and they were sold around 1.25. By the time we put this house on the market, there were two other similar houses that went on the market a week before us, and they were not sold yet. One of those two houses is actually a flip as well, but the quality of work and the design are not as nice. After just a few hours on the market, we got a ton of showing requests, and a few buyers were asking to make preemptive offers. Preemptive offers can be a little tricky because if you take it, it means that you have to give up on any future offers and a potential favorable result from a bidding war. But if you don't take it, you miss out on an eager buyer. As I was still working on my stance towards a potential preemptive offer, one came in the next day. It was 1.4 million, 200,000 above the asking price and without any contingencies. This totally exceeded my expectations. I couldn't believe my ears when my agent told me about this. I have received preemptive offers many times before, but it was never as aggressive as 200,000 above the asking price and 100,000 above my ARV. Because it was after hours on a Friday and the buyers couldn't put in their earnest money deposit until the following Monday, the entire weekend I was thinking the buyer must have made a mistake or they probably have had second thoughts and wouldn't put in the earnest money deposit. But by 9:30 a.m. on Monday, the EMD was in. That tells me that the buyers are really enthusiastic about the home and they love it. This sale set a new neighborhood sale record by 140,000, and we sold our house before the other two competing listings. The sale happened right after the election. It was kind of interesting because before the election, everyone, myself included, thought the election probably would disrupt the upward trajectory of the housing market and cause some panic. But because nothing happened drastically after the election, the market actually got even hotter and the buyers got even more desperate. The sale price is 1.4 million. The rehab cost is 150,000 and the total hold time is 2.5 months. The total profit is over 200,000, an 18% return on investment, and an 85% annualized return, which is crazy. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Tell me whether you like my new design on this home by commenting below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.